It's another one.
From a venue that's been sold out since it opened back in 2002, there's a look at the home of the Patriots, Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Jets and the New England Patriots. Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Foxborough. Marcus Jones going to elect to bring this one out, and only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Gotta like that start. 14 yards to get him going from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. The Patriots had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, this guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Jets use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40, Marcus Jones. He will score. Touchdown, Patriots. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw is Wilson. He's going to look deep for more. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. Fielded at about the 28. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Patriots take over.
Let's go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit. Maybe there's...
pass to Henry is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
On 2nd and goal, Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, but any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 27, Jones. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Now Jones. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. Nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
They'll look to throw again. He's going to look downfield for Henry. He's got it at the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, a 14-yard touchdown. As his guys have now moved out in front. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out, and they were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuff yet.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Again, Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Jones on the return. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. 1st and 10. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They run again with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. Touchdown, Patriots! Damian Harris, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Berrios now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Open man is Uzama. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From just shy of midfield, Wilson. He will find Davis. That's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Wilson on the hook up to Davis. 1st down, Jets. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He'll get it inside the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Here's Wilson. And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown, Jets. Elijah Moore from 6 yards away. And the Jets get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And it's now 21-17. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Certainly not what they wanted there, so the football by rule comes out to the 40. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
To throw again on second down, Jones. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught. It's Uzama. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away.
This is up and good from Pinheiro.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
Berrios going to bring this out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Here's Jones. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
Throwing Jones. Flushed out right. Finding Harris over the middle. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy out of the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
Jones throwing on 1st down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. They're going to try and run. And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalize a little bit on top.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. 33 yards that time.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw. Jones. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Harris running straight ahead. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level.
There's Henry. Touchdown, Patriots. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the Patriots have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point right down the middle. And we are all tied at 28. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Berrios now from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Play action. It's Wilson. This pass out wide to Hall. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall to about the 40-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. On the slant, he's got Davis. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. They find some open field here. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
48 yards on the ground for him so far.
Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And this is caught. He hits Moore. Touchdown. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Here's Jones.
This is caught. It's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Jones. Looking for Woods again, and he finds him.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And yes, he's into the end zone. So they get the late score they needed. And now the extra point can tie this thing up in the final minute.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Now Jones.
And they do not get it. It's incomplete. They went for the win, and the big gamble does not pay off. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
Ball again on 2nd down.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And we